Matt, such an agonising way for the game to end. It looked, for all intents and purposes, like you were seeing the game out okay.
Yeah, unfortunately it's been a bit of a common theme, hasn't it, against Mansfield again today. Disappointing goals, just put in direct play really, that we've got to be much better. Look, at as a spectacle, I didn't really like it. I didn't really like watching it. I thought we could have played much better football at times. I felt like we sat back too much. However, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up at half time and then games put to bed. So you always feel that with a long throw or a long ball or a flick on or something can happen here, but we're just disappointed really how we managed probably the last few minutes of the game.
I imagine Dylan's quite frustrated in there. Look, everyone can make mistakes, but it seems to be one he should have dealt with.
Yeah, but look, I'm not going to come here and slag Dylan off. He made a couple of saves. To be fair, he made a save at the end there when it bounced off his chest. So look, that is what it is. We should have won the game. We should have put the game to bed, and that's down to us, not Dylan really.
Is that the frustration really? Because having led from the 8th minute, you look like you'd dealt with everything that Stevenage could throw at you up to that point.
Yeah, we did, yeah, and we felt like we're under no pressure. I was disappointed with his attacking play second half. I felt like we didn't hurt them enough. I felt we didn't turn them enough. We played in front of them a little bit too much. And the times that we did play and did get in behind, we looked a threat. So, look, again, loads to work upon, loads to look upon, loads to move forward positively. But at this minute of time, it feels like a defeat, and we've got a point away from home. Look, you get points away from home, you have to back them up with home wins, as we all know, through the season. So probably if we come back here in October and it's a point, I might be a bit more disappointed than I am now. But that is what it is. Look, we're going to the last game and then the hard work starts.
I mean, you look back at the game and that moment for Pelly Ruddock and Panzu on the eve of half-time. I know it's come at him, but it was just one of those that it's come at him a bit too quickly, hasn't it? Because that really would have changed the tone a little bit more. Yeah,
it seemed to just bobble off pitch a little bit, as well as you saw like their shot at the end that hit Dylan in chest. It just like a bit of an uneven surface, and I think it just come off whatever, and it could have come with kneecap and gone. I think it'd have made like less clean contact had it gone in. But again, look, that is what it is. I don't know how close Malik's offside were. The footage isn't amazing we've got. So, but again, like they're big opportunities for us. Paulus should arguably play it earlier, but then again, if he scored and he's onside, then we feel like we've had another bad decision made. But that is what it is. Again, look, we felt like we come here, we knew what we were expecting, we dealt with 99.9% of it, but that 0.1%'s killed us.
Good goal, good delivery by Jonah, lovely finish at the back stick by Sam Numby.
Yeah, again, look, we worked on a lot of free kicks and corners since I've come in there. We need to work on a few more, but we've got good delivery in Powley. Sam obviously took his chance and then come off, so it's a disappointment to obviously lose him as early as we did in game. I think he's got a bit of a dead leg. So, but again, look, we put Jono on, then we put Josh on, so it's another good opportunity for me to see Sean McWilliams, Dangor, players I've put on and seen a little bit more from today.
In terms of Sam, you say dead leg there. Is there potential that he might be out for the last game, or is that something you're going to see in the week? It
could be, but we'll have a look at it. We'll have a closer inspection of it. Obviously, I won't take any risk with him if it is that it is a bad one. There's no point. So we'll see. But look, he's been excellent, certainly for me since I've come in here, and has had an amazing season. And I'm really looking forward to working with him in summer and getting him some more goals next year.
Yeah. Good to see Dangor, I imagine, finally back in a Rotherham United shirt. I imagine you're hoping to see a little bit more of him this week and next weekend.
Yeah, I'm like a broken record, aren't I? I'd love to see him for longer. I just can't at the minute. So obviously a lot of them are coming back. I can only see some of them 20-30 minutes. So I would have made a load of changes these last few games, but I just don't have the luxury at the minute. So again, that's something for me to look at and move forward with over the summer. But yeah, look, Dan's a good player, hence why he's at Man United. I think a lot of him. Sean McWilliams is a good player. I know that because I've seen him a few times. So we have good players at this football club. We just need to keep them fit.
Nearly 700 as well in the away end. Plenty of fancy dress in there. Good applause as well coming off. You know, that's great to see, isn't it? There really is that different feel, even though they'll be frustrated like you are with the outcome of the game.
I can't thank them enough. They've been excellent with myself and the team since they've come in, and what's been a really, really difficult season. Can't dress that up. I can't say it another way. It has been. So the fact that they've turned out today in force, the fact that they've shown the reception that they have, because they'll have probably been as raging as me walking down that tunnel. But look, like I keep saying the same thing. Like, it's their club. We run the ship, but it's their club, and I know how much it means to them, and I know how much it'll mean next year. And I'm just really excited about the summer and how we can implement things to move forward.
What do you want out this final week of the season then?
Just a little bit to look at players a little bit shape work. I'll try and highlight the things that I thought we didn't do so well today. Try and work on them, but again, it's going to be difficult. We're a little bit low on numbers. My bench looked probably best it has done in weeks today, but a lot of them have got restrictions on them, so that is what it is. Hopefully if we can see a few new faces, that'll be amazing, but if not, I can't fault lads' efforts what they're putting for me so far.